William Millen here for GetMoreSports.com, and we're looking at some of the top transfers available in college basketball. Now, obviously, the transfer game is huge. You cannot underestimate the impact that these guys can have on any given program. I look at a guy like Derek Thornton leaving Duke as a huge name and a huge transfer because obviously he didn't have the impact at Duke that many of us thought he would. He was thrust right into the starting role, but it looked like a misfit of system rather than the lack of talent on the part of the player. And certainly his uncle made waves going on social media following that transfer situation, ridiculing the Duke staff for how they used Thornton. A lot of people do think that he will be heading to USC. It'll be interesting to see where he lands. Also, a guy like Kenyon Berry out of College of Charleston, a guy that really made waves because of his free throw shooting, but a high-profile scorer. He can really fill it up at any given time. Daniel Giddens leaving Ohio State. He's an athlete, a defender, a rebounder, a guy who can do a lot of things. I think Devin Watson out of San Francisco might be the most underrated transfer on the market. 20 points per game scorer for the Dons last season. With that coaching staff being fired, not surprising to see him leave. A couple other names. Spike Albrecht leaving Michigan. Obviously, big impact player in the NCAA tournament just a few years ago. Made headlines for the fact that John Beilein initially restricted a ton of schools for him. You look at a guy like Jimmy Witt leaving Arkansas. Tons of options on the market for those looking for a transfer.